Hey, it's CJ Miller. I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana, uh, and I'm taking a walk down to the Red River. And when I get down there, I will show a little bit of appreciation for the Red River and Bossier City, which is just across that Red River. And I would love to see people come see us. Uh, I think we're great. I think potentially we could really grow into a awesome metro area that rivals any that's nearby. That would be, Houston, Dallas. The Houston's actually one of the largest cities in the world. I didn't realize that, uh, but it is. And um, what am I talking about? I am so psyched. I have the opportunity to do something so wonderful today. Um, I know I had the opportunity. I found out about the opportunity today. Uh, and yeah, I'm like, let me just check into this. And I'm going to tell you in just a second. I'm waiting till I get down by the river because I really love it down there. It's kind of like a good center for me. And I need some calmness because I'm greatly super excited. Uh, it's a good excitement. So I'll just give a little backstory as I'm walking. When we were little, we could not afford to do much when it came to like entertainment. I'm talking about like maybe second, third grade, that kind of stuff. And so if we did anything, it needed to be family entertainment. Concerts were you know, uh, out of the question unless they were like doing like a public show. I remember this one year we saw a touring act. It was the Gatlin brothers, I think. They were a country group, and then they were opened by Nicolette Larson, who started out being her ambition was pop, and then she transitioned to more country music, and then yeah, I think she died not long after that. Anyway, but it was like that, or if it was like if we were someplace, some local place where maybe there was live music, local bands or something like that, but we really couldn't do, uh, concerts, rock concerts. Uh, and, my mother was very protective. And we were young. I remember that around that same year, my sister really wanted to go see Judas Priest, and I didn't have an appreciation for Judas Priest at that time because I was like third grade, My sister was in middle school, and I'll tell you, it's like she had gotten a cassette tape of Judas Priest, one of those Columbia House packages, and so she ordered Judas Priest. And I heard the music, and it was like, hell yeah, that's awesome. Up until then, my life, as far as like rock music goes, was what played on the radio, and Judas Priest was not radio friendly in my area. I could get a lot of Blondie, which I loved. Blondie, that was the closest thing I knew to punk music. I loved the creativity of it and everything. And she was Deborah Harry, who fronted, was kind of here. I'm close to where I need to be. So I'm wrapping up. I'm getting to it. So Debbie Harry was kind of in that, what you would call like the Andy Warhol cult of personality kind of thing. Where she was like in his orbit, the whole New York thing, and one of the people that just loved and worshipped what Deborah Harry did as part of Blondie uh, was a young girl in Detroit, Michigan, who was an aspiring dancer and who later became like one of the greatest icons in musical history. And if you don't know who I'm talking about none other than Madonna, Louise Veronica Ciccone, uh, Penn, and what was her other? Oh, Richie, whatever. I don't know how many. She actually has not been nearly as married as some other Hollywood people. Of course, I've got people in my family that have been married 5 or 6 times. So I guess if it doesn't work, you keep trying, right? But no. Okay, so here I got to come up here. This deserves like beautiful lights and wonderful scenery because I'm so excited about this. I read, actually not long ago, at that, listened to the album Madonna, 50 #1 hits. It was like, she had like a #1 on the dance charts, which people are like, lately they've been like busting on her. Hey, and it's ageism, really. It's like, oh my God, she's old, people, blah, 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 and everything. And she's not, she ought to act her age. I don't know. She's 64. I was like, I don't think that's all that old. Of course, I'm older too. But yeah, and let these people pass by. 1 second. There's our LED bridge that I love so much. I don't know what pattern it's going to do. Okay, so I wanted to let those people pass because I definitely didn't want to. Damn it. My batteries went in low. I need to get to it. So the album came out to celebrate the 50 #1s, and I listened to all of it. And she released an album that was of her favorites from that pick. And then she released, and that's kind of like a companion, like her picks or whatever. And I think it was like something like 20 something songs or something like that. And then she released the complete collection of all her #1 dance hits, and there were like 50. I kid you not. It's a great listen, and to hear the evolution, because I watched like every concert that I could see. I watched all of them, but I couldn't go to them. We didn't have money. Anyway, point is, today I got the news that she's doing the world tour, and so there's a gag little video for about 4 minutes where she's like sitting around reenacting her truth or dare thing, and it's hilarious as hell. I normally, yeah, I don't know. So it's like, it's cool. Like, I'm not normally a big Amy Schumer kind of fan, but I appreciate that she's part of this video. So, and then, yeah, it was great. But the whole thing was basically a staged announcement for Madonna's tour, celebrating all of her hits, like all of them, So I don't know what the playlist is going to be. I don't know how you get 50 #1 dance hits into a stage show, but it's going to be a hell of a show, and I'm going. I've looked, and there are dates that are not in Shreveport. I wish, but no. And I know that that's kind of cool. You got to go to where you got to play to where your audience is. But yeah, and I'm so excited. I'm going to the show in Dallas in September, and I'm buying tickets for my sister and I as soon as they're publicly available. And I know that I'm not going to be able to afford front stage center. I'm okay, but I'm going to that damn show, and whatever. It's it's not that much. I don't think we'll drive. We take a train or something like that, and then I wish we could drive. I don't know. I don't drive. I don't know if my sister's car make it. Maybe we could like swap out and borrow one. Anyway, I don't know. All I know is I'm going to this show. I'm super going. Like, sometimes I get adamant about something, And then later on, there's some flexibility. Like, I was so stoked. I was maybe going to go see uh, Matchbox 20 in Dallas. Think I'm gonna like maybe set that money aside. Like, it was coming up. Like, I was gonna go, but I think I'm gonna wait on Madonna. It's a better show. I have to say, one thing about a Madonna concert, if you've ever watched Madonna in concert, it's not somebody standing up. Like, yes, she's a great musician, great songwriter, everything like that. Um, she's not the best at anything that she does, but she's a great talent and a wonderful personality. But she has enough talent in so many different areas that when she pulls them together, she turns out to be one of the greatest packages that you can go see in a show. Like, like the stage show is always freaking phenomenal. And I mean, I've got like everything from the tour that she did with the Like a Virgin tour. I mean, I saw that concert. Not I was, not in the thing, but yeah, it was like uh, there was a concert in Italy that she did. Then there was like a maybe, I don't know, like the Blonde Ambition concert. I did not get to see that at the time in HBO because I was like uh, unavailable. Uh, but um, I did watch it retrospectively um, when it became available. And then what else? What else? What else? Oh, the Girly Show. That was actually an awesome show. Uh, that came out around that was to support the Erotica album, and then she was like all over the place, like the media overload. Like, people were like, oh my god, because she had done the Erotica album, the Sex Book album, the before that, A League of Their Own. So from A League of Their Own on up until the Girly Show concert, it was like Madonna, 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 just everywhere. Like, it was so fatigued that like bars started having like Madonna free zones. So these are gay bars saying Madonna free zones, but uh, that's because they weren't understanding. Yes, she was a dance act, dance music and pop and everything like that. But ultimately, she's always been a creative, and she's always been closer to art rock. You know, it's just because she was a major success. If you're in any sort of entertainment industry and you're a major success, then all of a sudden you're a sellout. Whatever. And but then she got and did the Girly Show, and then she even talked about it. What it was, the ageism that was going on during that time in the '90s. With people telling her, "Hey, you're kind of washed up," and everything like that. And then she did the Bedtime Story, and that was kind of like that was. I liked that album, actually. I think some of the best music came off of that album um, at the time. And then of course, Evita. And then what happened? Uh, ah, we kind of get now. You think of and reinvention with Madonna. I think everything before that was just like shades of the same, but then she had her first child, her daughter, and with it came some introspection, and then we get a precursor to that on the Bedtime Stories. With the Bedtime Story song, we sort of get like a sampling of what's going to come, uh, but everything just changed with Ray of Light. And yes, it was experimental when she started going into the whole like you know electronica, and actually making use of auto tune for the sake of instrumentation before Cher did it with Believe, actually. So yeah, everybody thinks that Believe was the first auto tune first auto tune song to be, but it really wasn't. That's just where it became such a big deal. Anyway, I'm close to 15 minutes. I don't think I have that much time. I'm going to close this video out. I'm so happy. Everything that came after that in Madonna's career, the music especially, was really great. It was, sometimes it was hit or miss. Mostly it was hit. And I know in this generation that the younger people, they're focused on other performers, but everything that's out there, everything that's out there. There's some few exceptions, but uh, all the pop singers, their template is Madonna, because Madonna took the Deborah Harry template of punk and art expression and brought it back to dance music, and it was big. It was a big deal because it's still being done by artists that come out today, you know, uh, and it's virtually impossible to look at someone, for me, who grew up listening to this music. It's really hard for me to look at the template that Madonna did, even bringing in soul and you know, some gospel influences. Uh, the controversy, all the stuff about the controversy, I don't think that was I don't think that was the big intention. I think there was, at first, it was kind of like a virgin, the word virgin, and it was like, oh my God. But I think the only reason that was such a big deal is because of Madonna's boy toy image and the way she looked and everything. But she had a lot of girl fans that loved what she did. But that's because there wasn't a lot of girl rockers, or musicians or whatever, that they could look at and identify with. That's why she really blew up, and then to attract an audience of gay men. Well, any strong woman is going to draw the attention of gay men, because we respect the strength in women, and we have always respected uh, the strength that's pretty much native in all women, even when some heterosexual men do not. Gay men don't want to put them. We don't want to subvert them in any way, shape, or form, and we look at the women in you know in our lives on the pedestals in which they do belong, and the people that we do adore. So it's not a love, it's not a romantic love between, like, say, a gay man and his female friends, but it is a mutual admiration, and there is a certain type of love in that. But yeah, so footnote here: treat your men right, man. uh, okay, so, or treat your ladies right, men. I don't know, whatever. It's a beautiful scenery. Beautiful scenery, just perfect for my beautiful announcement that I'm going to go see Madonna, the Celebration Tour, in September 2023. And if I don't do any more, anything else between now and then, because I'm saving money, uh, just know that I don't believe Madonna allows, uh, flash photography or phones and stuff like that in the shows. I think that's kind of, because it's actually a theatrical performance rather than some other shows, which are basically rock bands, and they do a good show with power. I mean, I'm not, but her performances and all the work that goes into it, they're usually, um, you know, if you didn't like the music, you would love the stage. The whole production of it all is on par with any stage show that you could hope to see in Disney World or Universal Studios, Broadway, anything like that. That's how magnificent. you know. Uh, her stage performances are, and I missed my chance when I was in Miami. I was thinking of going to see her, but I was new. I was very new to the restaurant that I was working, and the owners of the restaurant were a uh, uh, gay women, and they were going to see it. And you know what that meant? That meant that I was not, that I was working that night. You know, so God, and I was so new, and they had been so good to me that if it was any other job, I would have just been like, "Peace out, fuck this, I'm going to the concert," you know. But yeah, that was the Tampa, Florida, and it was no, Miami, Florida. I was living and working in Homestead, and that was the Drowned World Tour. Uh, and I think that was the actual concert that they actually filmed for the HBO airing. And so, yeah. And then, of course, as of late, the last couple of concerts, it's not been like one show straight throughout. It's like she'll show different clips from various different concerts, you know, where the concert, this performance went really, really well. So she'll graph that to this or that. Stevie Nicks did it in her concert footage. I went to see the Stevie Nicks 24 karat gold tour, and when it came to Bossier City, and my sister couldn't go, and I was really bummed out. Uh, I think what it was, it's like she was gonna go, but she had beads on her own ticket, and then later on, that fell through. But I had already bought tickets, and I was like, wow, whatever. I don't know what the hell, but whatever. My sister didn't go with me that time, but I went. And my sister and another good friend of mine. I love going to concerts. It just the energy and everything. So I have a few people that I really try to get together and go with whenever there's something coming up. And yep, I'm going to Madonna. It's a celebration. It's a holiday. I'm gonna come together with all the nations. I love you. Love and light. Peace out. Good night.